Today we had the pleasure of sitting down with Jack Conte, co-founder and CEO of Patreon, a platform popular among online content creators, which allows artists to receive funding donation directly from their fans.
It's Jack Conte.
Did you get a lot more viewership from that?
In May 2017, Patreon announced that it had over 50,000 creators, 1 million monthly patrons, and was on track to send over $150 million to creators that year.
I'm Jonathan, that's Nathan, he's my brother. We have a channel on YouTube that focuses on branding.
Awesome. I put a list together of 10 tips and tricks I thought would be a fun way to close. First thing, this may sound trite, but it is damn true. Do what you love. It's going to take forever to build an audience. It takes a long, long time, and you will burn the freak out unless you're doing what you really love. You gotta want to do it for free. I can't stop making music. I just keep, and it doesn't matter, even with Paige, I just keep making music. And so I'm building an audience over decades because I just love it, and so I keep doing it. Try to answer, what is it that you want in your career? What is the hardest thing right now? One thing. What's the hardest thing that's stopping you from getting there?
I want to be able to make a YouTube channel that not only I am passionate about, but that also helps others. Helps my community.
My name's Audrey. My goals are to improve my craft, which right now is cinematography, help other creators who are in a similar spot as me, inspire them to also pursue their passion, eventually build a sort of career in like the creator industry, but also promoting like a stable environment for creators.
Do what you love. Everything else follows from that. Number 2, follow people who have built a following. People who are amazing community managers. I look at them and I research what they're doing like I research my craft of making music. I break it down step by step. They made this post at this time to this community. They do this. They have this push going. They have this strategy. I work backwards. I look at why they're doing what they're doing. I try to understand exactly how they're managing a community. Follow people who have built a following. It is so, so helpful. Follow lots of them. See, because there's no one answer. So everybody does it in a cool, unique way. With Patreon and the bands that I'm doing, I struggle with finding the time that I need to put in the creative work that I know I need to do in order to grow in the way that I need to grow.
Some of the challenges that I've run into have been trying to put out videos on a consistent basis, sticking to a schedule, which I just got to dedicate myself to and just focus on it, because I know it's possible.
There is a real thing about frequency of release. Frequent releases build loyalty and excitement with your audience. It is directly correlated. Again, this is gut, not data. It's directly correlated with the loyalty and excitement of your audience.
I think some of the challenges have been trying to be perfectionists about the content that we put out there, which is why it's hard to post consistently. Having a partner makes things a lot easier. You know, even just having that second camera guy, someone to kind of carry the load when you're not feeling up for it.
My tip is to not let like perfection get in the way of just creating. A lot of the time, like when I'm creating stuff, I'm like, is this good enough? Like, I could spend another like 5 days working on this. I guess not letting like perfection stop you from just uploading, because at the end of the day, if you don't actually put stuff out there, then like, you'll never improve.
The lesson that I've learned over and over again, the stuff that I've made in 24 hours or 12 hours or 2 hours gets more attention and views and is better for my career than the stuff that I work for 3 months on. Make it raw, not perfect. Scary Pockets, which is my band, is now up to 3 million views a month. We release a record every 3 months. We record 4 songs in 6 hours. I do that once a month. Sometimes in the songs, the singer forgets a lyric and laughs, and we put it out anyway. And you know what? Everybody loves the laugh. They're like, oh my God, she's so real. You're making real music. Like, you're not auto-tuning it and manicuring, like the singer forgot. And now we're getting 3 million views a month. Make it raw, not perfect.
One of the big important things that really has helped me out with my channel is creating a sense of community. Because community, they keep you motivated, they almost hold you accountable. They're the ones that are waiting for a video and that kind of make you happy and give you feedback on the type of stuff that you make.
Yeah, if you ignore your audience, if you don't occasionally take their advice or look for nuggets of wisdom or answer some comments, then it's a one-way street, and that's not exciting for people. You can ignore the bad comments, and when people are being shitty, ignore that. I like to respond to the audience. It helps you understand and make your craft better. Doesn't mean take the negative comments and feel crappy about yourself. It just means find the nugget if there's something that you think could make your work better. Catch the internet's foot traffic with topical, responsive content. YouTube is a search engine. YouTube is a search engine. People search for things that they know about. You can still be a successful creator if you fight that and you don't make topical stuff. Some of the best, most artistic people in the world, their stuff is timeless, not topical, and that's awesome. And just know that you can balance that with using topical content as a lever. Topical, relevant, timely content is a lever that you can pull on to drive views to your work. 7, use Google Trends to find the most popular search term. You look at Christmas. You look at the term Christmas, and guess what it looks like? It's a huge spike, and then it dies off, and then it's gone all year. Dubstep goes like this. You can find what's heating up and what's exciting and what's growing and what's not. That's a really cool tool. Again, it doesn't govern your work. It's a data point. You can use it to influence your output and grow your audience. 8, make it a story. People love stories. Learn about storytelling. It's an art and it's a craft. There are techniques, there are tips, tricks. You can read books about storytelling. There's a wonderful book called Story by Robert McKee. There's another wonderful book called On Directing Film by David Mamet. There's a great book by Keith Johnstone called Impro. These are all books about how to tell a story. If you can figure out how to build a narrative in your work, stories really catch people's attention, and humans love stories. I don't know why, but it's freaking true. It will make your work better. Gosh, focusing on just making great stuff, making really good things, all the optimization stuff and the understanding the algorithm and the blah, 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 all that BS. If you focus on making great stuff, ultimately that's what matters. Pick your favorite platform. You don't have to be everywhere. And spray and pray. Both are true. But once you find something, and you have some momentum, don't feel the need to have an Instagram and to do stories and to have a Twitter and to have you don't need to hit the whole portfolio. Pick your path and gun for it. Once you've hit something. Before you've hit something, throw spaghetti everywhere and search for what works. But when you find a little thing, and when you find a nugget, don't feel obligated like you have to be everywhere all at once. Finally, do warm-ups before you start. Avoid presentation mode by getting into positive emotional state beforehand. Sometimes I turn on the camera and I hit record and I talk for 10 minutes before I even start my vlog. Because I'm cold and I'm not warm and I want to show up excited and passionate and warm. Do warm-ups before you start. I think it'll get you into a good state and it'll help you just feel better about entering cold. Those are my 10 things and they're kicking us out. So thanks everybody. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah.